Good morning, Oceansiders, coming to you from beautiful sunny Florida. So, we're here at the beach today, and as you can see, the sunrise is coming up right behind me here, peeking through the clouds. And beautiful Sunday morning, and today what we're going to do is we're going to go to all the little towns around here just to show you around the neighborhood. We're going to go see some of the small towns, show you some things to do around there, and yeah, so stay tuned. So our first stop is Port Orange, Florida. So the reason I chose Port Orange, Florida is this is the first stop that me and my wife first came to. This is the landing spot. So we rented a house that's in this neighborhood here, and I'll show you that here in a bit. But where I am right now is quite significant because this inspired our second video that's on our channel called The Man in the Fountain. Now if you look behind me, you're going to see a retention pond that is full of water. So in that video I did state that the water had all been dried up, but since there's runoff of another retention pond that's over on the other side, and the rain has now filled this one up. But if you also look straight behind me, I don't know if you can see it or not, there it is there's a square raised area there. That's where the fountain came out of, where the water was coming out of. Now when the reason they put these fountains in here is because that people do drive off into these things, I know, crazy enough, and their cars do get submerged in there, or there's actually been people that have drowned in these things. So that's the reason for the fountain. But I'm going to show you up here real quick of the house where we used to live. And now at another location in Port Orange, Spruce Creek Fly-In Community. So Spruce Creek Fly-In Community used to house one of the biggest superstars, John Travolta. Used to live here. He would fly a big Qantas plane into this residency. Would make a huge loud sound, so people were wanting to ban him out of the community. This went to court around in the 90s. And in the 90s, I think he ended up winning the case, but he just had it with the rest of the community, and they ended up forcing him out of the community. I am a bit of a foodie, and I do like to cook. So the next place in Port Orange is Salsa's. Now Salsa's is a good restaurant. They do have two locations, one in Port Orange and one in Daytona. So if you're ever in Port Orange area, check out Salsa's if you want to get your margaritas or your enchiladas or quesadillas on. So another spot and location to go eat is at Catfish. Me and my wife ate here 3 times. They had a lobster special. We ate here 3 times after we got married in New Smyrna. I'll have to take you to New Smyrna and show you around there and where we got married. But anyways, great place to eat, great seafood, guys. If you're ever in Port Orange area, go check it out. And Catfish. So here we are at Mad Dog Surf Shop. So Mad Dog Surf Shop is significant because this is where I bought my first board. Well, not my first board. I actually bought my second board here. So I traded in my first board for the second surfboard, which was a 10-footer. So for all your surfing needs, come to Mad Dog Surf Shop, which is just south of Dunlawton, and yeah, on Atlantic on the peninsula side. So here we are at the Bandshell. As you can see behind me is the Bandshell stage. So Bandshell is basically, they'll have concerts here. They do like covers of different popular bands, such as Bad Company, such as ZZ Top, and some others. So basically, they'll shoot off fireworks after every show, which is really super cool. And then behind me, we'll go take a look, and they got different restaurants like Bubba Gump's. They have Sloppy Joe's, the Wing House. We'll go check those out here in a second. But if you look right up here behind me, I just came up on something. If you look directly behind me, you'll see an actual water spout. This is like almost like a mini tornado out in the ocean, which is pretty stinking cool. Welcome to Andy Romano's beachfront park. And right here we are now in Ormond Beach. So if you look directly behind me, you're going to see a few good restaurants. As I said, I am a foodie, and we have been to each of them. So there's Del Mar Steakhouse. There is Charlie Horse, and there's also Peppers. So we should check those restaurants out. But let's go down here and check out the beach. There is a cop to my left, so I don't know why he's sitting there staring at me while I do this video. But who cares, right? So we are now down here closer to the beach. And if you look over here, or actually, if you look behind me here, you're going to see there's a water fountain there for the kiddos. They also have like places where you can picnic. You can also do some barbecuing. They also have a playground for the kiddos as well. There are some spots here where you can definitely park your bicycles. And also, they also do have showers here and restrooms as well. Walking along the peninsula, walking down South Atlantic Avenue here. So I'm going to show you a couple more places in this area that you should go to eat. So coming up on the next one up here. So there is one place that you should not eat at. This one right here, the Wave. Totally terrible. Anyways, trying to be all stealth-like while I'm filming this. Not shake the camera too much. But if we come down here, you'll notice right up here, one of the best restaurants in Ormond Beach, Riptides. Definitely really good food. So they do have steaks here. It's, you know, like chicken steaks, shrimp. There's one that I always get though. It has, I believe, like a cream cheese type feeling with a marinated steak and the shrimp stuffed inside. It's pretty bitchin'. Anyways, walking down this long parking lot way. And coming close to the beach up here. But you see, is right there. While people are staring at me and filming again. Anyways. But let me take you to another spot here. If you're ever wanting to get an amazing breakfast, elevations east, there is a restaurant in there. Let me show it to you. It's actually called the Beach Bucket. The Beach Bucket is very, very good. They have mimosas and other items that you can get there for your cocktail needs. So anyways, this right directly behind me is the Beach Bucket. Should come eat here, guys. It's really good. Anyways, back to my car, back at the park. And welcome, guys, to Tornado Park. So in Tornado Park is a historical park, or a historical site. Now if you notice behind me, it's where the Hotel Ormond used to stand. Now if you pause the video, you can look and read everything about that hotel. But it was resurrected in 1887, and it stayed there, guys, all the way up until 1992, where it was deemed as unsafe and an unsafe site. It was then demolished, and then after it was demolished, these condos behind me are where that site was, where that hotel actually stood. Now also, they did have this weather vane placed in the park, and that was dedicated to Joseph Price, in his memory and honor. So John Anderson and Joseph Price built the hotel there in 1887, and it's also located right here behind me, between Granada and John Anderson, which is back behind me there as well. So we're gonna go take a look at the Halifax River and walk around the park here, and then also go see where John D. Rockefellers' house is at the casements. And on our way to the casements, we do see this giant body of water behind me. This is the Halifax River, guys. And then also right up here is a bridge that goes over that river. Now that takes you to the mainland that way, and if you go all the way that way, on the other side, down this way, that'll take you to the ocean. So that is where the peninsula is, and this being the mainland side. So we are going over to the casements, and I am walking over that way. I'll see you in a bit. So here we are, guys. As you can see, directly behind me is John D. Rockefellers' house. So this was erected in 1913. The house, they purchased it in 1918, and then they lived in the same. John D. Rockefeller lived in the same house up until his death in 1957. But I'll take you down here, and they do hold like festivals and different things down here, and have like live bands and stuff like that down here, and concessions as well. So it's pretty cool. And there's like a whole park area here that you could walk around, and then there's also a big stage up there, as you can see. Now the Rockefeller house is on tour. You can do tours at the house. It's between certain times. I'm not sure the price of it, but maybe I can include that later on. Anyways, so it's also right off of John Anderson Granada Way, but we're on the opposite side of the bridge where we were before, at the beginning of this, where we were at the park. So yeah, so that right there is John D. Rockefeller's house. Pretty awesome. A lot of cool little things around here in Ormond Beach, and it's kind of cool, really cool. That's why we live here. Anyways, going back to the car. So here we are, close to the ocean on Granada and SRA1A, and this is a significant historical place. And have I said significant a lot in this video? I think I have. But we're here at the Ormond Garage. So on the beach here, there used to be people that would, back in the days, and there's a lot of videos online and YouTube, they had beach racers here. So I'm going to read off of the sign here. It This is on March 28, 1903. Ormond Beach was the site of a thrilling one-mile race between pioneer auto builders. The Hotel Ormond Challenge Cup pitted an Alexander Winton Red Bullet against Ransom E. Olds Pirate, driven by engineer H.T. Thomas. Anyways, inside this building, there are some cars that you can see, which is pretty cool. So if you look closely inside there, try. You can't see very well inside there. Trust me, there is a car in there. That is one of the steam cars that they used. I believe it was steam. I don't remember. I think it was. Anyways, super cool. Races on the beach. Oh, you can drive on the beach, but you can only go 25 miles an hour. You can't go race on the beach. That'd be a bad idea. Alright. I'm going to show you 3 more turnoffs by our house in Ormond by the Sea. So here we are, guys, at one of our favorite restaurants, me and my wife's, Alfie's, which is right directly across the street and conveniently placed from turnout number 1. So I'm trying to cross the road here and talk on this thing at the same time and not get hit. So that's why you're probably seeing this bouncing around a lot. Okay, so we made it here, and this is the next turnout. They have a large, like, lifeguard station tower thing that they just built not too long ago. But yeah, there's the lifeguard tower right there. And then also, if you check out back behind here, is the Atlantic Ocean once again. So yeah, this is the Al Weeks Senior North Shore Park. And this has a good reef break or shore break or whatever, you know, for surfing. So on to number 2, and this is turnout number 2, Tom Rennick Park, which is pretty cool because my grandson absolutely loves this jungle gym place, that thing over here. Anyways, you can see once again we're out here by the Atlantic Ocean. There are some shower stalls there, and you also have some places to relieve yourself. Gross. Anyways, this one's a really beautiful place. Sometimes we do come down here, and over here by the park benches you can cook out, and it's a good place to come and relax and have a few beers. I didn't say that. Anyways, on to number 3. And here we are, Argosy Park, turnout number 3. So here, welcome to Argosy Park, a Volusia County site offered beach access and a glimpse of Florida's coastal past. Its name comes from a small family-run hotel that stood here in this more than 60 years before the day of the condos, the corporate hotels, theme parks, and the Argosy hosted human scale experience at a classic mom-and-pop beach motel. And if you pause the video, you could read here more about it instead of reading the whole thing. And here's the Argosy Motel that used to be here in this parking lot area. And here at Argosy Park, at the beach where I started this video, here at Ormond by the Sea, where we live out. Anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and also make sure you're doing the thumbs up to let me know that you do like these videos that we are posting for you. Anyways, the reason my wife wasn't here, she had to work today. I'm sure that's going to go up. But I love her all the same, and I wish she was here. Anyways, guys, Oceansiders. Love you. Thanks for watching. Bye.